All right, now it's time for the second race of the day. It's now time for IndyCar racing on the streets of Long Beach for the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. 27 of IndyCar's best, now taking it to the streets of Long Beach, California. This legendary track has been on the schedule since as early as the 1970s. And today we are in store for more great moments on the streets of Long Beach, California. Defending winner of this race, Kyle Kirkwood looks to go two in a row on the streets of Long Beach. He has a fast car. We'll see what happens. And will Alex Palau continue his dominance in the IndyCar Series, or will someone challenge him for the win? We'll find out at the end of this race. They're showing the track map of how to navigate through the 11 treacherous corners of Long Beach Circuit. And probably the most action-packed corner of this racetrack is turn 11, that tight hairpin that takes you all the way to the start-finish line. Great friends, those two former teammates, but all that be put out of their minds on that long run down to turn one. Yeah, I mean, Pato stood in Felix's wedding. That's the kind of closeness we're talking about. There's actually something funny on the team owner side as well. MSR, one of their partners, Elliot Castroneves, team manager of McLaren, Tony Kanaan, those two have started on the front row quite a few times as drivers. Now they're going to do it head-to-head involved on the team side. Get a quick look at the wind. It's very mild here right now. We'll head down to pit lane now to check in with Kevin Lee. Townsend, one of the top stories coming in this season was 24-year-old Chicago native David Malukas replacing Will Power at Team Penske. David admitted to me that he's a little bit nervous coming into the season because I just got done doing live streaming for the NASCAR Cup race, and I'm still in shock, honestly, on how Tyler Reddick somehow got to the lead on the last lap, passing it from Kyle Larson to win for the fifth time this season. Man, I keep saying it that Tyler Reddick and 2311 Racing, they're on an absolute heater right now. Like, that team just cannot be stopped right now. And as I said, I literally thought it was over once they got the white flag, but Tyler Reddick just sent it. He just sailed it into the final two corners, taking the lead away from Larson and winning the race. Wow. Teammate Alex Palou starts today third. He is 2 points off the championship lead, and that championship leader Kyle Kirkwood starts alongside him on the second row. The Acura Integra Type S leads the field around the tight and twisted streets of Long Beach. Guys, who are you looking out for today? Who are your drivers? The Acura pace car pacing the field around the 11 treacherous turns of the racetrack here in Long Beach. Right, the lights are out on the pace car, so they should be doubling up soon. I'm pretty sure they'll be doubling up once they hit the front stretch for the green flag.
as they go through turns 9, 10, and 11, and through that tight hairpin of turn 11, excuse me. And there they go. They're doubling up, coming to the start-finish line onto the front stretch. As 27 of IndyCar's best are about to take it to the streets of Long Beach. The green flag is in the air, and we're racing. Oh, look at Scott Dixon already wasting no time trying to get around Kyle Kirkwood, it looks like. Oh, watch out, Malukas! Contact! Because already everybody's starting to settle into their positions as this is a tight and narrow racetrack to maneuver around for 90 laps. Down the back stretch and into turns 9, 10, and 11, that tricky section of the course. And that tight turn 11 hairpin as everyone makes it through cleanly. Looks as though so far as they're side by side. Whoa, that got tight near deep in the field. But everyone makes it through the first lap cleanly. And to the inside, here comes Pato O'Ward to the second spot, taken away from Palau, it looks like. Well, that's Pato O'Ward right there. Then who? That's Palau. Pfft, never mind. That's Alex Palau. Oops. This was on the initial start. Jeez. Literally nobody was double file except for the first 3 rows. I don't have anything against Alex Palou, but I just hope he doesn't win today. It's only because of what's on his car. What do you mean? It's a different scheme. It's a different scheme for Alex Palou. What are you talking about? Oh, it's an AI scheme? I see. So we're looking at Felix Rosenquist, currently the leader, as he started on the pole position, leading the way. As they go through the tight section of the hairpin in turn 11, once again, the aerial shot of the cars going by. And they make it through cleanly once again. Running on board with Pato O'Ward now. You have the talk of this race, how to get to pit lane and how to maneuver your strategies. Have to have different strategies than the rest of the field. And if the strategy works, better make sure you gain track position. Oh. Oh, Rossi. Rossi and Rasmussen, a little mix up there in turn 11. That was on the first lap. Whoa! Almost made contact with the 28 of Ericsson there. But no harm, no foul between those two.
Coming into this weekend, upgrades on the cars from the who did it all season long. They have covered the BMW2. In 17th place for Wilson, 15th place for Rasmussen. Definitely on the way.
Possible pit stop strategies. Oh, never mind. I didn't get to read it. Oops. Read it too late. Now we're running on board with Joseph Newgarden.
Tremendously. The Empire's not coming with a harder version of fire for this 2026 season. So we know they will go further.
That's a pretty neat scheme that Felix Rosenquist is rocking for this race. It's a pretty neat scheme, honestly.
Certainly doesn't help with degradation. As Rosenquist pace, I mean, he's maintaining a really nice gap there to below. I thought below would close a little harder early. And he could be biding his time. I mean, below knows it's hard to get a pass on the racetrack here, but if I take a little bit of extra fuel, save with the tires, we can use that overcut strategy and get him in the pit cycle. Never have to.
As we're now riding on board with Rosenquist in that neat scheme. As the IndyCar Series drivers are taking it to the streets of Long Beach, so far it is Felix Rosenquist leading the way and showing the way here on the streets of Long Beach.
Understanding the physical performance of the 2026 Acura Integra doesn't require a manual, but it helps. Really, all you need to do is drive it. Once you do that, you'll get it. Acura, proud partner of Team USA.
Sarah Benzino, Randy Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call her? Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body, LLC?
They actually sold their twins' naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he goes.
Oasis, Breeze, Tan, and Scott.
You too? I'm your man. We do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. Whether you're a professional technician or simply take pride in maintaining your own cars, Harbor Freight offers quality auto tools to meet your every need at prices that can't be beat. From rapid pump checks to mechanics tool sets, whatever you need, we've got it. Whatever you do it for less. Harbor Freight, your automotive destination.
Alex and Christian have been great additions to ECR, but really, Gary's been the game changer.
Yeah, you know.
Our Java House coffee pots, and it just sort of never left.
What you might want to do is put a little more grease on the bearings here.
Gary's advice doesn't make a lot of
I would
sense.
check that if I was doing that.
I'll tell you what, his lattes,
Delivery.
it was his idea.
Gary, you made this mine because if women races, women races. Java House cold brew coffee. Amazingly smooth. All in between dry and shade. That steamy concert sound absorbs into your chest, your shift hand, your soul. You are in the zone, fully connected with a holy jet that breathes fire.
Thanks for coming in to talk about the juniors.
Of course, third rate is women on Liberty Mutual could save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, full smoke. Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty. Play Fox Super 6 IndyCar Challenge. Download Fox Sports
All right, and we're back, and we're already seeing a driver on pit lane. I don't know if he just finished his pit stop or he's coming in. Okay, so that was Renus VK. Yep, that was VK. All right. As we're back with the leaders, as Felix Rosenquist continues to lead the way, but not for long. Remember, these drivers have to make pit stops. They have to make green flag pit stops. So we might see different drivers on different strategies, trying to gain track position and hopefully for the lead as well. So far, it's Felix Rosenquist with the lead, and it's Alex Palau in second, Paddle Award third, Kyle Kirkwood, last year's winner, in fourth, and David Malukas in fifth.
I know that Felix is hitting all the numbers that the team wants him to. The only piece of advice that they gave him is just to watch the front tires. He thinks he has a little bit of understeer right now, but it's already been a huge weekend for this organization. They won in IMSA yesterday, set the pole speed yesterday. Felix obviously leads this race right now by a good margin. They said they wanted to take it in, but they had to go back to doing the job. Now it changes for them. Now TV strategist said this is where he feels like they should be, and they're just doing their jobs.
That's the carousel or the roundabout corner right there. That's a pretty narrow area if you want to make a pass, although that's a no passing zone. As we're looking at Joseph Newgarden, currently running in the 12th position on the back bumper of Lundgaard. Oh, he took a peek to the inside of the 7, but to no avail. Christian Lundgaard, that's who it is. Oh, and here comes Newgarden into the pits. It's the first to dive onto pit lane outside of Renus VK, who pitted earlier. And here comes Newgarden into his stall. First service of the race. It's going to be on the red still. He's down and he is away with a 5.8. The Stingray Rob is on pit lane as well, getting serviced up with an 8-second flat. Yep. Got to warm up those tires because if you try to push on those cold tires, you're slipping and sliding all over the place. So you might want to warm up those tires as quickly as possible, Newgarden. And Romain Grosjean is on pit lane as well, getting serviced up.
Restart. It's not getting the fast lap times, and a lot of other drivers are going to have to react to that. It's going to be a fascinating afternoon here. This is the man who may just have taken the advantage of being ahead. This was not a fun position to be in as a driver. A few laps ago, he was stuck in a train, clearly quicker than Leclerc could get by. Now he's got fresh softs, an empty clear racetrack, and he just gets to go dance with the Long Beach circuit. This is actually a dream scenario for the day of the race for Joseph. Leading his own kind of race at the moment with a clear track ahead of him.
But up front, it is still Felix Rosenqvist leading the way. It's only a matter of time of when these drivers will have to make pit stops. Are they making two tires, making a three-time stop, two-stopper, whatever? But it's only a matter of time when we see the leaders pit for the first time.
With Mounjaro, 3 out of 4 people reached an A1C of less than 7%. Plus, people lost up to 25 pounds. Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. And before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. Get to know Mounjaro at Mounjaro.com. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Mounjaro.
It's about to go down. All right. Absolutely incredible. Great. All American. Make your move. This is real American freestyle. And Fox Nation is its home.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or current eligible GMC lessees can get this low mileage lease on the Sierra Elevation for around $299 per month. See your Southern California GMC dealers.
I trust Tom Steyer. Tom Steyer needs to be our governor.
Tom Steyer. Tom Steyer.
Tom Steyer. Tom is a billionaire or taxing billionaire. Tom doesn't take corporate money because he doesn't need their money.
That's why working Californians like me,
are getting behind Tom Steyer. Tom is going to fight for homes that we all can afford.
cut utility rates by 25%.
For single-payer health care.
Take on the big corporations.
Together, we can beat them. I'm voting for Tom Steyer. I trust Tom Steyer.
At Spectrum, we believe a great connection shouldn't come with compromise. Get Spectrum fiber-powered internet. And when you add 2 mobile phone lines, it's just $30 a month each. Experience the fastest internet and most reliable 5G network. And save $1,000 on internet and mobile in your first year. Guaranteed. That's the Spectrum Savings Guarantee. Call now or go online to save $1,000 on internet and mobile. Catch Fox 11's original content on the free Fox local app. Download today.
We're back once again.
Fox is supporting our troops from daily needs to global emergencies. Help us be there for those.
American Red Cross. The plane flying over. Service to the armed forces. Look at that. Wow. As we are back once again on the streets of Long Beach, as it has been all Felix Rosenqvist since the beginning of this race, continues to show the way. It was Kyle Kirkwood who won this race last year.
to go off first.
See, but I chatted to her earlier this weekend, and after qualifying, he said, look, we don't have the advantage, certainly that we did in Arlington, but he told Kyle, we don't have to win every race to win this championship. We just have to be consistent, execute.
I'm not so sure if Kyle Kirkwood is still the points leader coming into this race, or it's switched up to Alex Palau. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure Alex Palau is the points leader coming into this race.
Because he's committed now to a three-stop program. You lose about 40 seconds on pit lane. So if you're going to make 3 stops versus 2, you've got to make up 40 seconds somehow.
Yep, it looks as though Felix Rosenqvist is sticking to a 3-stopper. Same with Alex Palau. Apparently that's what they're doing. Now, when will they pit? That's yet to be determined. But I'm assuming in the next few laps.
So he's making the soft Firestones last. Needs to get at least 7 more laps, but ideally, they'd love to get to 29 or 30.
The pace that we're seeing right now, I don't see why that would be an issue. They're 10 to go to get to that ideal window.
We'll see what Felix Rosenqvist has to say about his Firestones. Rear bar, rear bar, me too. We're worried about it. We're worried about the rear and the front. So that's an instruction from the Fire Shank Racing and Felix Rosenqvist to soften up more than likely the rear anti-roll bar. What that does is allow that suspension, as we see it working so beautifully right now, work independently with a little less resistance. That roll bar helps the car from rolling over too much. If it's stiffer and it's softer, lets the suspension be a little bit more flair. So you lose some stability and a little bit of sharpness in the handling, but you gain more reliance on the bottom of your tire. Last
Usually really helps with traction. There's some great traction events here, especially coming up. That famous airplane, you're going 30 miles an hour minimum speed. Actually, let's check it. Listen, you're going to see around 30 miles an hour minimum speed. You're going to get 750 horsepower down onto the ground. And back on the timing stand, these engineers, they can see tire pressure and tire temperature. They've got a really good sense of where the tires are at. They're trying to stay ahead of it, predict where the problems could be coming to get Felix to make that adjustment. His gap to Alex Palou is increasing, nearly 2 seconds between Felix Rosenqvist and Alex.
I thought he was about to say Alex Palau was pitting this time, but I guess not. It's only a matter of time when the leaders head to pit lane.
Vehicle breakdowns are costly. If your check engine light comes on tomorrow, the repair could easily cost.
But from the looks of it, it's shaping up to be like another caution-free race, just like how it was last year in the Long Beach Grand Prix.
Your rate stays the same no matter how many claims you file.
I've had 5 claims for over $12,000.
Who's going to pay for your next car repair? You or Endurance?
Call right now to get $300 off any plan. For 125 years, Firestone has been building tires with one thing in mind: delivering dependable, durable products that last. Because times may change, but being reliable shouldn't. For dependability that matches yours. Thank you. Firestone, always dependable since 1980. What's up at DQ? Your choice of 2 sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. It's a pull-on flavor adventure with honey barbecue or creamy parm carb. Hurry in for the sauced and tossed options from DQ. DQ, happy tastes good. What does Skechers' new Aeroburst and Skechers Race Car have in common? Both have to made with hypersonic speed and feature Goodyear rubber for incredible grip. However, one takes a whole team, and the other, you just step in and run. Go fast the easy way in new Skechers Aeroburst.
It's Cod's biggest sale of the year. Save up to 30% on moving and storage until May 18th. And see why Cods is America's #1 container moving company. Whether you're relocating or renovating, save up to 30% at Cods.com.
Ever since he was a baby under the screen, he was born to make things really, really good. Make it really, really good. Hurry into your local Acura dealer for the Spring Into Performance event going on now.
Brace yourself for the big one. Next Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series takes on the biggest and meanest track of the season. Talladega, 3-race cup begins at 1:30 Eastern. Green flag dropping at 3. Felix Rosenquist still having a blast. Leading this race 1.8 seconds to the good 1.1 seconds to these tires. On the side. As we keep our eyes on new car, he is still running about 1.2 seconds faster than the race leader. He will catch Motors even ahead of him if he maintains his pace in around 9 or 10 laps time to be around where the Zero should be hitting for his first stop. So if you are looking at how these tires are playing out, it's looking like these swaps are hanging on. The pace is decent enough to make it work. If you're able to Lucas, you could be sitting in a good position right now.
There's Joseph Newgarden, who pitted a few laps ago.
He's already put his kind of mandatory stints on the hard side of the way, and he's keeping touch with these leaders. So that could potentially play his advantage, especially if we can get caution at some point. Newgarden, man, just ripping around back in this spot. So, guys, you said it's such a joy as a driver when you're given this opportunity to have sketches, and you can also go out there and put in quality lap after quality lap, tax on fuel, any race car, knowing that this is your chance. It's a big race day. Amazing physicality, completely different to be doing what Newgarden's doing right now from a physical standpoint. This is
182 consecutive green flag laps here in Long Beach. My goodness gracious.
for the challenges of IndyCar. There's maybe no better driver physically prepared than Newgarden to do what he's doing right now. Quality lap after quality lap.
Just remember, last year it went caution free here in Long Beach. So the last time we had a caution here at Long Beach was in 2024. Here's Alex Palau running in second, still about 1.8 seconds behind the leader, Felix Rosenquist. Unknown territory, as they say.
on station in fifth. Save a little bit of fuel, but those in front, presumably he can go a couple of laps extra, and then he is going to really turn up the wind and try to do an overcut. He picks up time by staying out the front. The reason he can do that, folks, he is the lead driver, hot tire, top roll.
New Garden. Whoa, watch out! Little kiss to the outside wall coming out of turn 5, it looks like. Got really close to the wall there. No harm, no foul. Look at that, Scott Dixon now running in the 6th spot. That's basically where he's been for the majority of this race so far. Ever since he tried to make that move on David Malukas and Kyle Kirkwood at the very beginning of this race, but to no avail. The 2-time winner here at Long Beach.
Two-time IndyCar champion already, a race winner this season in Phoenix. It's been 69 races since he last won on a streak was that was here in Long Beach back in 2022. It's been a long time coming. He's going to have to make the ultimate strategy work today. This one is team now, so he's alive. I know they're a track right now.
The gap has kind of shrunk just a little bit by half. The gap has cut down to less than a second between Palau and Rosenquist. No takers yet for the front two between Rosenquist and Palau. What about the other leaders near the front? Nope, still no takers. Oh my gosh. Turn 11 once this time. Once again. And still no takers. When will these guys pit? They're at that lap 30 range if they want. Oh, we got some takers behind them. Looks like Pato Wharton. Yep, Pato Ward just pitted. Any other takers coming in? Here's Paddle Award. Looks as though he's the only one on pit lane getting serviced up. Bit slow trying to refill that thing with fuel. He's down and away with the 8.4. Got Graham Rahal, Alexander Rossi, Louis Foster, and Collet also on pit lane. Rahal's down and away with an 8-second flat. Rossi with the 7.4. Also Louis Foster with an 8 flat. The gap has shrunk once again to about 0.6 of a second between Rosenqvist and Palau. And here comes Rosenqvist in, and same with Palau as well. The two leaders finally coming in this time by for the first service of the race.
Felix Rosenquist has been hitting his marks all weekend long, and now it's time for the pit crew to do the same. He's reached them. They're going to go for their second set of soft tires.
Same with Kyle Kirkwood, David Malukas, Scott Dixon, Scott McLaughlin, Kiffin Simpson, and others. And Palau is down and he's away. And Rosenqvist gets out in front of Palau once again. Also Nolan Stiegel, Marcus Ericsson, Marcus Armstrong, and Mick Schumacher also made pit stops as well. Now leading off with the lead is Will Power in the 26. And Will Power is on pit lane now, getting serviced up. So now green flag stops have pretty much cycled through. That hands the lead over to Joseph Newgarden, one of the early birds to pit, is now in front in the Grand Prix of Long Beach.
Cars as things. They're unique, alive, and loved. We buy them, wrench on them, and sometimes curse them. But most of all, we drive them. They get under our skin, the sound and smell, how they make us feel. Windows down, wide open throttle, it's what we do. Because cars are for driving. And Haggerty is for drivers. Get a free quote at Haggerty.com.
It's time for a new kind of value menu. Hello, Panera's new mix and match menu. Just $4.99 each. And you choose 2 or more faves like these. The new mix and match menu at Panera. Now that's a deal that's actually a meal.
Your car works hard. It deserves more. More protection, more power. That's why Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline removes up to 100% performance-robbing deposits to rejuvenate your engine's performance, giving your car the fuel it deserves. A fuel like no other. Shell V-Power Nitro Plus. More performance with every drive. We're Tire Rack. We test tires to provide you with truth, transparency, and unbiased recommendations. We stock over 1 million tires to ensure we have what you need. We're Tire Rack. We work hard to ship your tires fast and free. We offer convenient installation options to keep you moving forward. We do all this for one reason. Tires matter. TireRack.com, official partner of Team Penske.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean, not a thing. And it was kind of everything. This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
The official IndyCar app, powered by NTT data, puts the pulse-pounding action of IndyCar right at your fingertips. Never miss a lap with the latest news, highlights, and live race. Track Download the official IndyCar app now.
There really is nothing like Long Beach. The most incredible circuit of one weekend it has been here back in California.
All right, and we are back once again as Joseph Newgarden continues to lead the way after being one of the first drivers to pit very early in the race and cycled out with the lead. It's a lot of brake dust I saw coming out of that car. Was that brake dust? I'm not so sure. Rennie's VK on pit lane once again, I saw there. On board with Ericsson. Oh. A little bit of a stalling issue for Ericsson there. So he tried to get his car refired. Lost some time there. But he's got it going once again. So no harm, no foul. This is the one race where Palau has never won. Oh, Long Beach, yep. You know, despite being probably the most dominant driver of the sport so far for Alex Palau, he has never won here at Long Beach before. And here comes Joseph Newgarden in for his second service of the race. And Newgarden is down, and he is away with an 8.4. You have more softs for Newgarden. And he's off. But after green flag stops have cycled through, with Joseph Newgarden recently pitting, Felix Rosenqvist, the points leader or the pole sitter of this race, is back with the lead here in Long Beach. What the? Excuse me. What in the world? What just happened? That was odd. That was so hard. Don't know what that was about. I did not.
Faithful. Or maybe you're still driving Old Faithful. You need WeatherTech. No matter the age of your vehicle, American-made WeatherTech products are the solution. Because Texas don't care what year your vehicle is. See, you do need WeatherTech. Order your American-made protection at WT.com.
Green pastures, rolling tracks. There's a strength that never falters. A legacy shaped by those who came before us. Marking us beyond trade and title. Because the grit that fuels this nation is the work we're proud to carry on. This is Good Ranchers, proud partner of IndyCar. With mothers, making time for the things you love doesn't have to be hard. That's why we made ceramic even more simple. Just spray onto a clean, wet surface and rinse off with the water-activated hydrophobic protection. That's it. No streak, no puff. Just SiO2 technology and a powerful drying aid for a shine that turns heads long after you hit the old roads. Mother's California Gold Ceramic Fragrance. Ceramic made simple. Give it that mother's love.
Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
What'd she call her baby? We actually sold to twins baby rings.
Yeah, next lady has to. Very lucrative.
Oasis Breeze Cannon Spa.
Right, honeymoons aren't as absurd as you think.
Okay, now that you've bundled your boat and RV with your home and auto, you're ready to hit the open road.
The war set sail on your next adventure.
Tomato. And because you save time and money, you can just go where the road takes you.
Ooh, nothing but smooth sailing.
Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Okay, looks like we're in ship shape. Yarr, shimmery timbers.
That's an impression of a pirate.
Boat.
We're back once again. As we're already about 4 laps away from halfway in this race. Yeah, this race is going by so fast. We're already almost halfway through. We're about 4 laps away from the halfway point of this race. My gosh. Whoa! Hang on with Newgarden. Really fishtailing that car.
Kyle, if I could, I would love to bail you out of RCR. He is so incompetent, claiming his cars are the best out there, when they're clearly the worst out there.
At least for once someone is showing sympathy for me. Thank you, interviewer. Whoa, that was risky for Newgarden. Wow. That was risky for Newgarden. Took a dive underneath Marcus Armstrong, it looks like, in the 66. Yes, it was. He just threw it into this corner. Oh my gosh. Locking up those brakes, locking up the left front tire, and he made it work.
doing a different role. What are you doing?
Today I'm doing a dead man, so holding the fuel handle down while allow the fuel to flow.
Thank you, Dustin. We're going to let you get back to your job. Thank you for the time.
Sitting there on the pit lane, sweat pouring into your eyes as you heat so fair. You're looking optimistically at your crew, hoping they're going to tell you things are going to be okay, and then you see the field go by as you go another lap down. Guys, look at those stats there. 200 consecutive green flag laps.
Looking at David Malukas and Kyle Kirkwood now, third and fourth right now. Yep, and we're just about halfway through this race. My gosh, this race is going by so fast. This race is going by so fast. Ty, I have a task for you next week. Do not complain about fuel saving. If you do it even once, you fail, and I won't give you a good car for Texas. Don't worry, Grandpa. I know what I'm doing. Yep, and we're officially halfway through the Long Beach Grand Prix for the IndyCar Series. And if you complain about them going 3 wide early, you fail. I won't complain, Grandpa. Well, what Ty Gibbs behind Joe Gibbs back, he's probably smirking. He's probably smirking, saying, I will complain. I will complain about fuel saving. He's lying to him.
Gels are faster and stronger than Tylenol rapid release gels. Also from Advil Targeted Relief, the only topical with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact and lasts up to 8 hours.
I would understand because fuel saving is very frustrating. Yep. Well, like I said in the other stream a couple hours ago, we'll just have to wait and see what Talladega provides us next week.
Some can save with our rewards. It's happening on streets all across our country. Trump's ICE agents profiling and kidnapping our neighbors. It's outrageous. It's un-American. And it's illegal. I'm Tom Steyer. If Trump's ICE agents break the law, we'll prosecute them, just like anyone else. And if their leaders directly break the law, we'll prosecute them too. ICE is broken, so abolish it. No masks, no secret police. I'm Tom Steyer. If you come to California when I'm governor, you follow our laws. LA Live needs tonight. Only on Fox 11 Plus. And streaming live on Fox 4.
Hopefully we'll get to the point where NASCAR and American auto racing gets that respect that it deserves. Because there's so much different diversity. See, in American compared to that, in my mind, it would have to develop a driver that's just as good or potentially better than any other part in the world.
Oh, Erickson. What's going on with Erickson? What's going on with Erickson now? That's unfortunate. Well, it looks as though I think that was Lungard that was coming into pit. Yep, Lungard's in. Yeah, he can't make it on fuel if he pits this early. Lungard's down and away with the 7.3, but that means he'll have to pit. He'll have to stop one last time.
IndyCar Series victory today. Horizon Chevrolet just his fifth race for Penske. Impressed how much Rosenquist was able to open up low and close. He closed that gap to just under a second, 7/10 of a second when they came in for that stop. They were running about a second and a half, maybe 3 seconds apart for a majority of that first hit. Felix has been consistently able to keep it over 2.5 seconds. Let's hear a little bit about what the leader is saying from behind the wheel. So there you go. He also prefers the soft, which is exactly what House Club didn't want. So this is going to be an inflow. Rosenquist would love another set of softs. He tends to set this better for fuel saving.
If this keeps going Felix Rosenquist's way, he might be in position to try to win this thing.
This could still swing the other direction. And his technical partner,
Don't know for sure, but it's shaping to be Felix Rosenquist's day to be in the front from start to finish, with the exception of green flag stops. Still got about 39 laps remaining in this race, but it's shaping up to be just like that for Rosenquist if things continue to go his way.
Rosenquist lead being hunted down by Alex Palou.
Give attitude. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Turn after turn. Era after era.
And they're off. Here he comes around the curve.
Firestone has been there. At the races that defined the sport. On the roads that brought us home. Through the miles that made legends. So whether they're conquering the competition or you're conquering your daily drive, with Firestone, you can do it with confidence. Firestone, for dependability at every turn. And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important living neutral is to your family.
Got customized car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this. Oh, Chris Jr.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right?
She did not.
Only pay for what you need. We asked Howie Mandel to describe new hands-free cozy fit Skechers slip-ins. They're like little soft puff jackets for your feet. These are like cozy little slippers for the street. Introducing new hands-free cozy fit Skechers slip-ins. Ultra comfortable sneakers you just step into with no bending down or touching.
Where most see frail, Huggies sees later, and through every round, provide them with gentle protection for the most delicate skin. Huggies, designed with Mickey nurses.
At Napa, we know how to keep undercar under control. That's why our solutions are driven by 3 steps. Stop, go, stop safety issues by checking systems before they become bigger problems. Go further with quality repairs that avoid costly contacts. Then bring your business in the parts, vehicle, and expertise that keep you real, moving at full speed. That's Napa.
It's time for a new document menu. Hello, Panera's new mix and match menu. Now this is more like it. Just $4.99 each when you choose 2 or more of faves like these. Whoa, is that sopressata? Creamy tomato? Are those Fuji apples on the value menu? And it comes with a free side? Yep. Panera's new mix and match menu is a deal that's actually a meal.
Welcome back to the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, where, despite the tenure and age of this race going back over half a century, they have made the changes and brought a new look this year. For 2026, Long Beach has never looked better. And Dean Rosenquist, guys, has not looked better either. 2.5 seconds to the good over Alex Palou, hunting down will be his second ever IndyCar race victory, guys. Big for him. So, how about his race strategies? Really huge in the role.
Meanwhile, looking at Joseph Newgarden and the 45 of Louis Foster. Like the Cup race earlier this afternoon, I don't have much to say about this IndyCar race on the Grand Prix of Long Beach. Grand Prix of Long Beach so far. Like, it has been pretty much the Felix Rosenquist show from start up to this point. Oh, that's how Louis Foster got by Newgarden.
The 60 Rosenquist prefers these soft tires. It sounds like that's what it's looking like down at pit lane as well.
You're right about that. We talk a lot about the Firestone hard and soft tires, but I wanted to give you an up close and personal look of the race leader's tires himself. These were his set of soft tires from his first stint. He made these last 31 laps, and I want to specifically point out this right front because you could really see the degradation all around this tire. At the beginning of this race, it was thought these tires might only last 30 laps. Like I said, they made it 31. Felix is on his second set of those soft tires. So theoretically, on this last pit stop, he has to run a set of the Firestone parts. So these are so soft. I laid on it for just a second, pulled my arm up, and you can see some rubber coming down on my arm too. So it gives you just an idea of just how soft these Firestone soft tires are, guys. These are Felix Rosenquist, by the way.
Oh, debris on the track. Oh, whoa, that is right in the middle of the racing line. That's right in the middle of the racing line. There's the full course caution. They have to throw it. They have to throw it.
The attenuator that may have come off, maybe some contact in the fountain from two cars running close together.
That's at the exit of turn 3, it looks like. Where did it come from? Whoa, there it is. There's the yellow. There's the yellow. The race win is official. All right, cool. Yep, pretty much from this point on. Oh, and Malukas just hit the debris. Or was that Newgarden? That was Newgarden. Yep. Oh, yep. That's where Newgarden hit the debris. Oh!
Trickiest pit lanes on the whole calendar, guys. It is curved, it is also banked, it's tough. This could be exciting, not just for the pit stops, maybe for the restart too. Here's something else to keep in mind. We heard Rosenquist would prefer the soft red side wall. Well, Lucas still needs to run his. That's what he's going to be finishing on. Indeed. And that's going to give him such an advantage on that first lap of the restart. Those softer tires, they just fire up a little bit quicker. They have a little bit more grip early on. Sometimes this situation makes the drivers into trying too hard to hit the brake pedal the last second, then pressure on
All right, they're coming in this time by. It looks like. Yep, they're all lining up.
Individual boxes for every single car. No double stacking in IndyCar. It is down to each individual crew for each individual.
Yep, and here they come. Here come the leaders.
Penny, stay out. Georgia, race leader is coming to you.
They all come to pit lane. This is going to be a dogfight to the end as Felix Rosenquist makes it in. He has to make it around Santino Ferrucci's crew. He has to
And Rosenquist the first into his stall. He's going to switch out to the hards this time. Rosenquist down and away with the 8.4. Palau's down and away. No, that was Kirkwood. Kirkwood down and away with the 8.4. There's Palau. And Palau gets out first with a 7.3. And Scott Dixon up to third. Hold on a second. Now the game has changed. Now the game has changed with 30 laps to go.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing. I asked my doctor about treating my TD with Ingrezza. Number one prescribed Ingrezza reduces TD movements by greater than 10 times, with most seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Anxiety causes depression, suicidal thoughts or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling in hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
The playoffs have entered the chat, and so has FanDuel Predicts. Sign up and get a $25 bonus so you can prove that you know ball. Focus on what's happening on the court. Predict the spread, total points, or the game winner. With FanDuel Predicts, the moments are yours to decide. Sign up and get a $25 bonus so you can lock it in, then follow every run, stop, and fast break. This is your moment to prove you know ball. FanDuel Predicts now. Everybody needs a place to live they can afford. Because like us, you need that. You cannot have a successful society without great education for your kids. You can't do it. And honestly, I go crazy on the monopolists and the people who are ripping us off. So if you want to know the truth, if I really didn't think that, I definitely wouldn't do this.
Hiya, it's Hannah. Welcome to the ARCO Rewards Center. We're on a mission to keep your engine and your wallet happy with savings on quality gas. Our team works around the clock to make sure you earn at least 5 cents in rewards on every gallon. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Rewards activated! Great job, Hannah! Let's get those rewards rolling!
Sign up and save with ARCO Rewards. The Ducks play all season long. Bucks 11 bucks. KCOP.
Welcome back to Long Beach.
All right, they're just coming back to the restart with 30 laps to go. There's Rossi, Rosenquist, Dixon, Kirkwood, and O'Ward, the top 5. Green flag back in the air. Oh, there goes Power to the inside of McLaughlin. Take the 6th spot away. Going through turns 9, 10, and 11. First time under this restart. It looks as though everyone gets through cleanly. Yep, everyone gets through there cleanly. So running on board with Scott Dixon. Dixon trying to close in on Felix Rosenquist, trying to go for the second position.
That adds about 50 horsepower. They get a total of 200 seconds in the race over the next 27 laps. That's going to factor huge as you can see right here on the button, trying to get himself.
Oh, Malukas! This is the battle for the 7th position as McLaughlin is being hounded by his teammate Malukas. Oh, whoa! Power, Lungard, Kirkwood. That was close. Holy cow. Oh, wait, that was an award. Never mind. Oh, Rasmussen and Rossi going at it. Oh, never mind. That's Mick Schumacher. Never mind. As Rasmussen took the 16th spot away from Schumacher. Is it just me, or is it kind of refreshing to see NASCAR race first, then IndyCar? I guess you could say that. Yeah, it is kind of refreshing that NASCAR came on first, then IndyCar. Normally, we see IndyCar race first in the morning hours if they're on the East Coast. Then it's NASCAR a short time afterwards. Oh, what's going on with one of the members of the Ford team, Ryan Marzek? What's going on with him? Power performance. Biggest movers positions gained. Nolan Siegel up 11. Alexander Rossi up 9. Louis Foster and Dennis Hauger both up 7 spots. And Mick Schumacher up 5 positions. Those are all since the start of the race. What a day for the Japanese brands in Kansas and Long Beach, or the weekend. What brands are you talking about? What brands are you talking about, John? I'm kind of lost. Oh, Acura, Honda, and Toyota. I see what you're talking about now. Yep, yep. Because in Kansas, Toyota drivers Taylor Gray and Tyler Reddick got the win in Kansas, and in Imola for the World Endurance Championship, Toyota won Imola. That's in Italy, and now here in Long Beach, Acura is sponsoring the Grand Prix in Long Beach.
That's a good deal. And that's Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk's always been the same price since they started, back in 2009. And they always offer free 5G phones for new and existing customers on America's most reliable 5G network. Straightforward, always. Find in the same place you've always found straightforward prices.
Switch to Straight Talk Wireless. And now plans starting at just $25 a month. Official partner of NASCAR. It's Todd's
I
biggest
wish
year.
in the in the NASCAR on Fox, I use I wish the NASCAR on Fox audio would use the I Get Around to promote the Grand Prix of Long Beach. Yeah, I wish that was the case as well. Oh, the IndyCar on Fox would use the I Get Around. Okay.
So you don't have to do the driving. Book now and save up to 30% at pods.com.
We started in Brooklyn in 78 and quickly learned we weren't building exhaust. We were building excitement, giving drivers that same moral victory on the way to work that they heard at the races. Almost 5 decades later, nothing's changed.
NASCAR and NBC did it to promote the 2018 Coke Zero Sugar 400. Oh, okay. I barely remember that. But that was the night that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. became a meme, and everyone started calling him Recky Stenhouse. When he first wrecked Brad Keselowski on the backstretch, causing a multi-car crash, or the big one. Then he got into Kyle Busch, who turned into William Byron, causing that multi-car incident. Yep, the infamous night that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. became a meme. It was called a meme name for the majority of his career.
Proud partner of Team USA.
Hold on a second. Alright, I'm back finally. Sorry about that, guys. Had some chores to take care of, but I'm back with 10 laps to go. Did I miss anything while I was out? Fox IndyCar just played this song, "Semi Semi Charmed Life" by the Third Eye Blind before going to commercial. I love that song, even though the lyrics are not suitable for everyone. Oh, I kind of miss that. Palau is him. He just wins, just like what Reddick is doing this year in NASCAR. Yep. Yeah, up front, it is still Alex Palau after taking over from Felix Rosenquist under that pit stop under caution. And ever since they got the restart with about 30 laps to go, Alex Palou continues to show the way and looks as though he's about to cruise to another easy victory if no caution comes out from this point forwards.
Rosenquist and his team had to deal with that. It's just all those little things. The stars continue to align when the chips are all on the table.
What happened to Will Power? What happened to Power? He's down in 24th. What happened to Power? Did he pit or something? Well, speaking of pitting, Marcus Armstrong is now in the pits. Looks like Kyle Kirkwood will not win at Long Beach for the third time. Oh, yeah, that's right. Kyle Kirkwood has won twice at Long Beach. One in 2023 for his first career win. Then it was just last year. Then the second time was just last year. Now I'm riding on board with Alexander Rossi. Solid run for Rossi in the ninth spot after being marred back in traffic in like the top 20 for the majority of this race. A solid rebound for Rossi. Now we're looking at this battle between Graham Rahal and Rossi. Next month in May, it will be 10 years when Alexander Rossi won so far his only Indy 500 victory. That's right. That's that's exactly right, Alessandro. Because at the time, Alexander Rossi was a rookie in the IndyCar Series, and he won in probably his first ever start in the Indianapolis 500 at that time in 2016. I believe that's correct. Alexander Rossi won in his first ever attempt at the Indy 500 as a rookie in 2016. I think that's correct. But anyways, 5 laps to go in the Grand Prix of Long Beach as Alex Palou continues to hold a 5.2-second advantage over Felix Rosenqvist. The Clanker car has it in the bag. What? Clanker car? Oh my gosh.
It's right onto the railway of Scott Dixon. Interesting. Dixon on the softs, Kirkwood on the hards. Remember Dixon's teammate Alex Palou leads the championship as they run right now. Dixon will go to that. And he can give the championship a hard time over these closing laps for these critical points.
Who's running on board with Scott Dixon as he's being hounded by Kyle Kirkwood, who's won this race twice in 2023 and 2025. He's looking for that third position to try to get on the podium. Dixon has 22 seconds of push to pass left, while Kirkwood has 84 seconds of push to pass left. Laps clicking away. Well, that battle is still going on. Looking at Alex Palou right now, he is pretty much on cruise control as he continues to put a gap over the field over second place Felix Rosenqvist, who has pretty much dominated the early parts of this race until Alex Palou took over for the second half. Coming off turn 11 that time. 2 laps to go for Alex Palou, the 4-time champ in the IndyCar Series, trying to take it home, trying to cruise home. And as for this battle for the third spot, continue to go on, and looks as though Scott Dixon, for the time being, is going to hold off Kyle Kirkwood after that challenge that Kirkwood brought to Dixon. Fox a few minutes ago showed a stat that Alex Palou has been in over half of podium finishes since 2021. Since Palou has been in IndyCar, he has been unbelievable. Yeah, for real. It looks as though it's going to be the case once again. This time by white flag, 1 lap to go for Alex Palou. At a track that he has never won at, he comes to Long Beach with momentum. The points leader into the 2026 IndyCar season, trying to gain more ground in his points lead. This dude is just unbelievable. He's got plenty of breathing room behind him, so 4.3-second advantage over Felix Rosenqvist through turn 6 and 7. Don't start that 6-7 nonsense. Through turn 8 and down the backstretch for the final time, under the tunnels. He's got 3 more corners to go before he's conquered Long Beach for the first time in his career. Cleanly through turn 9, coming into turn 10, then it's the sharp hairpin corner of turn 11. At a track that Alex Palou has never won at before, he can now cross Long Beach off the list, onto the front stretch and coming to the checker flags. Alex Palou wins the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Look at that. And look at this gaggle of cars going on right behind the leaders. So everybody jostling for position. Oh, wow.
James, we saw the same thing. Rossi and Rahal side by side at the line as Rahal just eked it out. Top 8 finish there. Mary Watson. This month's the crew that done it again.
Guys, we talk about Palou week in, week out. Let's talk about today.
That 6-7 reference is annoying. Yeah, I'm coming through turn 6 and turn 7. I told you not to start with that 6-7 nonsense. It is so ridiculous. I don't know why people still say that to this day. That should stay in 2025. But Alex Palou, after taking the lead away under pit stops, under that caution from Felix Rosenqvist, he cruises to another victory in the IndyCar Series, and he extends his points lead in a case to go 4 championships in a row, and his 5th overall in his IndyCar career. Man, nobody can stop him. Alex Palou is just unstoppable at this rate.
So you don't have to do the driving. Book now and save up to 30% at cods.com. Over here, we have our break room. Oh, great. I would love a latte. Or a nice coffee?
We don't have that. I'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Don't get burned by your own coffee. Switch to Java House. Just peel and pour over ice water. Or try it hot. No machine required. Authentically cold brewed in small batches for premium barista quality coffee in seconds. Java House. Amazingly smooth.
We started in Brooklyn in '78 and quickly learned we weren't building exhaust. We were building excitement, giving drivers that same warm, way to work that they heard at the races. Almost 5 decades later, nothing's changed. Runners will do anything to cut their weight.
Well, as of right now, folks, that wraps it up for today. Congratulations once again on Alex Palou on yet another, I wouldn't say dominant performance, but he did lead the second most laps behind Felix Rosenqvist here in Long Beach. Outside of that one caution for debris, it was pretty tame for the most part for Long Beach standards. So once again, Alex Palou extends his points lead and continues to make a case on why he's going for 4 championships in a row and his 5th overall in his IndyCar career. We still got a long way to go for the IndyCar Series before they reach the ending of this season. But as of right now, Alex Palou can now cross Long Beach off the list of the tracks that he hasn't won at. So that's it for the weekend, folks, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of NASCAR and IndyCar. As I said in the NASCAR stream, the next track we'll be live streaming is Talladega Superspeedway to see if the new stage lengths of 98, 45, and 45 will either improve the racing or make the racing even worse. As I mentioned before, I would just wish that NASCAR would make would make changes to the car instead of changing the lengths of the stages, like take the taper spacers off, lower the spoiler height, and add horsepower. That's my fix to the super speedway package of the next gens. But I digress. We'll just have to wait and see what Talladega has to offer next week. But I'm still keeping my fingers crossed on that point. Yep. Until then, see you 1 week at Talladega. Yep. The biggest, baddest, the boldest, and the fastest track on the NASCAR schedule. And I think the next IndyCar race will be probably, I think it's probably the Indy Grand Prix at Indianapolis. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But as of right now, I'll catch you guys next weekend for Talladega Super Speedway. See you then, folks, and have a great rest of your weekend.